Hello, and welcome to the Bazaar. My name is Orangebird, but you can call me OB for short. I stream the Bazaar every day on Twitch, and then I post my videos on YouTube as well. If you're watching this on YouTube, welcome. Try stopping by on Twitch and hanging out. Anyways, excuse me. Gosh, I'm still suffering from the sinus stuff from yesterday. Last night I managed to make it to Bronze 1. I played just some brain dead Vanessa stuff. Just weapons and all that. But today is Mac Day. I don't think I'll only play Mac today. I don't work today, so I actually have a bit more time. So I think we'll start with Mac at the very least, and then we'll see where we go from there. Alright, let's get into it. I'm just pulling up How Bazaar real quick. Alright. And in we go. Starting item, or starting node, I suppose. Definitely gonna be money. Golden income. Mac loves it. I don't see a reason to start with an enchanted item. That seems kind of bad on the guy that is all about getting basically free enchanted items. Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, we're going with Kyber Drone. I would love to get trained. I haven't had a good femur run on Mac since the release day for Mac, I guess. So I would be down to play femur today. Train, please. It's an eagle talisman. It's okay. We can still make use of this. We do have the hemlock, so I'm kind of tempted to go into a non-weapon shop more than a weapon shop. I'm gonna get a random item. Quilling. Alright. That works with the hemlock. So we can get more regen item on it. Get more poison. I think for day one the regen is stronger. Probably the poison was actually the correct pick, considering it's a higher value. But I will take a blank slate for the backpack. The eagle talisman. And then Paladel retort. This is a pretty solid start. It's a lot of poison, so I'm actually kind of glad I picked the regen there. And we'll just move on along. Against a pig. So by default, he's probably gonna have more health than us. But pig on day one with something like this, I feel like we might be okay. The question is how hard this longbow is gonna hurt us, but it doesn't look like it's too bad. Our regen is gonna help us get back up. And so he's only gonna get 2 casts now. It does have a crit chance though. But we're okay. All he had was shields. Not very much. Malthury, thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. You're getting in on the ground floor. Gold skill start on pig, what a menace. Yeah. I can't. I have yet to find anyone that gold skill start other than Vanessa, obviously. Like Vanessa has some really good ones, just like left-handed, right-handed, crit, yada yada. Vanessa loves her skills, but I haven't had a good skill start on any character. I'm tempted to go with the pick up a piece rot. It's day 2, kind of early. We could upgrade it right away, start getting big value out of it. Heard a few people tried on Dually, but I haven't touched them since this patch. Yeah. Last season 3, I almost exclusively played Dually. Okay, well, or caveat that I've almost exclusively played Dually my entire time playing the Bazaar. I started in beta. Even when Dually was just really bad. I played a lot of Dually. I had a lot of fun with them. In the last season, I would pick Gold Seal Start sometimes, just for the variety. But yeah, even I don't know. Dually has its hits. Like if you get right-handed specifically, and then you play cybersecurity, that's great. That's fantastic. It's exactly the kind of thing you're looking for. We don't really want that. But other than that, maybe I should have picked up the Idle Decay in the last shop. I'll take a Fungal Spores and a Venomous Dose for our next level up. I'm kind of leaning towards Coconut Crab. Hard Shell is one of the few ways Mac can get shields. It doesn't scale as well on Mac as it does characters like Pig. Since Pig can stack up a lot of health through the course of a run, but still valuable. And it increases throughout your run, the amount of shield you get, so. And there it is. Fantastic. Alright, what do we have? I think we're just gonna eat the bottled lightning. Going to JJ.
Sometimes I sell stuff.
Blank slate upgrade. Seems worth it. This costs 3 gold per day. And a venomous dose upgrade. And I think that's just it. I think this will be our board for day 2. I'm just gonna take a loot item. More heal. Do we have anything? No. We've only got 1 reagent, unfortunately. But that is okay. We'll just take a random free item. Venom. Venom could come in handy at some point. If we transition to like Poppy Field, Spider Mace. That's not my favorite thing to play, but it could be good. Against a Pig with not a complete board. I think we win this one as well. Got a lot of regen on them. We're stacking a lot of poison. These fungal spores really came in handy. Alright, 2-2. 2 for 2. Feels good. B1, B2. I am tempted. Yeah, we don't want that. To upgrade the retort and just play very basic retort stuff. Also tempted to upgrade the Peace Rot to get a little bit more econ out of it. I think we'll go with the Peace Rot because it goes off more often, if that makes sense. Like, we can enter up to 4 shops a day theoretically. And so we can use this 4 times to get 4, 8, 12. I'm not very good at math, I'm sorry. 16 gold per day. That's pretty good.
Oh, hello. I mean,
Oh, and it just immediate payoff.
sure that was a good trade.
I don't really want any of these. We will get rid of that and that. I don't think I really want to sell anything to Barcoon here, just because I want the piece route to eat them. I don't super want to roll either. Eccentric Etherite, I think we beat Etherite with the regen that we gain. I'm not 100% sure on this one. We might be dead, actually, now that I'm looking at it. This is a little bit spooky. We did get the hard shell. Okay. We're alright. We're alright. Excuse me. Force field. Do we play the force field? Do we care about the force field? Can I put the... Yes, I can put the crit chance there. Cool. I would love to play Peace Rod as well as, like, when we get an enchant. Like, weapon Peace Rod, Obsidian, or Toxic, whatever. What have you. I'm gonna Valpat.
Gigamart's owner is the ultimate businessman. Take the deal.
Rapid injection system is very good.
Spend 300 more.
That is
for free
a
shipping.
reagent.
I'll carry it to your vehicle.
With each new discovery,
Create a
the
bronze.
formula of life is revealed.
Use an adjacent item, poison yourself 4 and gain 2 regen. And when you poison yourself, poison 4. So this is kind of, you can look at this as a, instead of a 7-second multicast 2, you can look at it as a, what's that, 3.5 second one cast for the purposes of injection system. And then this is the same, but this needs to be next to potions and reagents to get that multicast. So we can actually do it like this to get as much value out of that as possible. And then I think we will upgrade the retort
My work is for the glory of some
to get better chunks of lead, better free stuff. We really want to just keep going to shops to keep eating things with our piece rot. I don't think we really want the emerald. And my train of thought is that the regen that we're getting will not outscale the poison when we poison ourselves. But I don't... We'll pick up the shard of acidity. We'll take the emerald. Anyways. Maybe I'm wrong. There's a very good chance I'm wrong. I very rarely know what I'm talking about. Against a dually, that 1 day 1 and 2.
I will fight you, but only so that I can study you.
Ooh, a snowstorm. He doesn't have any freezes on board, thank God. This skill is very, very good. I'm pretty sure we're dead, just by virtue of weaponized core, obsidian, laser pistol. Yeah. This guy's gonna be strong later if he finds a single freeze item. Alright, so we get our free stuff. Transform. Black Rose is very good. Black Rose fits really well onto our board. I think it's better than the Aladel. And then the Blank Slate. I know Blank Slate's good for the kind of do everything version of Mac, but it's only worth $2. I'm gonna sell it. You get the Black Rose and the Emerald. And then we just want our fastest items. Just many of the 5-second items over here. We want to transform these. We want to eat that with the piece rot. Don't have enough. We could get our ticket right here. 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, screw it. We'll just go ahead and get our ticket for the day. That will... World's first Black Rose on board. Yeah. I know it's not very good. But with rapid injection system and a bunch of other poison items, this is going to scale like crazy. So hopefully this works out. I'm not the most confident that's going to be any good, but we'll see. And see if I take fight. Oh gosh. They changed a lot of the voices, the voice lines for enemies this patch, I noticed. There's a lot of screaming going on. These voice lines.
Boots aren't good transportation.
I don't really want anything out of here, to be completely honest. Kenai is probably the best hit. I'm not very confident against Prince Marianus. I think we'll just take Retiree. He has a diamond spare change. Banana Bowl has voice lines, and he also has a line if you somehow lose to him. I've yet to lose to Banana Bowl. However, last week I lost to I think it was the kimono, the haunted kimono. Because I think I was playing dually. I took enchanted item start. It was a plasma grenade. And then it was like deadly plasma grenade or something. And it just, like my second node where you get your one shop or whatever, I didn't pick anything up. I greeted. I was like, I'm gonna take the free item, and it was something I couldn't use. And I died to the kimono, and it felt so bad. I didn't even notice if it had a voice line or anything. I was so upset. Retort. I need $11. Because I very much want the Tome of Yahan. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I could put the Peace Rot on board. That would help regen. Probably drop the Black Rose. I like Venomous Dose. I like Quilling Ink. Emerald seems pretty good. Hemlock we can take off board. Put this in. Let's go all the way to the left so I don't accidentally sell stuff. We want to keep the Aladel. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11. That gets us $8 for the tome. $3 for a chunk of blood. And then we lose out on our ability to get catalysts. Screw it. We'll find another way of getting catalysts.
The more you buy, the more you save. It's just math.
And then we're very, very poor Take 2 gold and a tool. Power. I was hoping the Aladel would come back around. Against another Mac. In the
Why
exact
must we do
same
this?
boat
They
as me.
blast at us both. You are a child to me, and I will punish you.
He's missing a slot here. He does have a lot of poison and slow, though. But we're also putting a lot of poison on him. And we're okay.
Every failed experiment lights the path to success.
Alright. I think the retort crit at some point there. I think it went up twice. No, it didn't. Wait. 21. Yeah, no, it didn't. This poison for 148. That's wild. I'll be honest, I don't play Mac very often. I find him kind of difficult. Not difficult, kind of tedious to play, I guess. There's a lot of inventory management going on.
And you might.
Runic blade, a gold runic blade. There's a lot of inventory management that goes on, and 2 obsidian items. Spider Mace worth it? Over the quilling ink? It's obsidian. It's like, I feel... He's really strong, but comes with the same annoyances as Pig. Yeah, exactly. There's like... I'm gonna take the Spider Mace, because I feel like
Then come back and tell me.
I can do something with this, and just all of this kind of supports it. Yeah, the annoyances, like the inventory management, the jumping through all the hoops to, you know, get the stuff. I don't know why I came here. I should have gone to the mountain pass. So that's...
You're a smart
Oh
one
well.
for your size.
If you get the diamond regen equals damage skill. Yes. Yeah. Okay. So that's what we'll aim towards. We'll hope that we find one. Fungal spores, I think I'm gonna drop in favor of smelling salts, so that we can do this. So we can haste the peace rot, or is it better to haste the retort? I think it's better to haste the retort, actually. We need to find a way to get gals. So the retort will make the spider mace go off. Then making this go off, making this, etc. Do we beat Scoville? We do have hard shell. Do have 12 region to start off with. We might be able to... I'm gonna go for it.
Feel the burn.
When you do jump through all the hoops, though, you feel somewhat unbeatable. I had a really optimized theme reward that I loved. Yeah, I think that's the, that's the idea behind, you know, the way that they've created these characters, archetypes. Oh, we don't win this. That's unfortunate. That was really close. The idea is that, like, you know, you jump through all these hoops, you do all this work, and then if you do it all right, then you get this massive payoff, you know, of like, oh, my board is just unbeatable. And that's really cool. That's a lot of fun. Sometimes I don't have the mental there to... Restorative Ouroboros statue. Okay.
Try not to almost die
Yeah.
every day.
Okay, I need
Would you
$8.
perhaps accept some lead?
What's I saying? Yeah, you feel like you get that payoff, but sometimes, for me at least, I don't know about y'all, but I just don't have the mental to put in all that work all the time. So I end up playing much simpler boards like Weapons Dually, you know? It's just fast stuff on the left, cybersecurity on the right, weaponized score in the middle. It's brain dead, plays itself. Or wide weapons Vanessa. You know, it's just how many fast weapons can I fit on my board? But yeah, I think the important thing overall is just that in the end you're enjoying what you're getting out of it. And if you enjoy the inventory management, the work put in to get that payoff, hell yeah, go for it. That's that's your cup of tea. Then drink it. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I can sell these 4. I know I just bought the Obsidian Spider Mace. But I think we're leaning really hard, especially after getting Restorative Order statue. I'm gonna miss last season's dually. Just throwing Hamlet and Plasma Grenade on a weapons board was fun. Yeah, at the end of the season, I played the crap out of slow dually.
I'm gonna rub this stuff on you. Don't
It
make
was just so easy. I played it yesterday, the day before, maybe. I don't know. I have my VOD and I have it on my YouTube. But I played slow dually again for this season, and it still works. I only got to 7 wins, but it still technically works. I'm tempted to pick up the smelling salts again. We don't have another slow for it, though. So slow dually is still a thing. It's just not nearly as good, and you need to high roll a little bit more to make it work.
You remind me of someone
Plasma
who
Grenade,
fought
I think,
last
is still good even at 7-second
I'm
cooldown.
a bit of a legend on Blood.
It just the board wide slow. You know, you get one way of increasing that slow, then it's value. I feel like we're probably dead here. Toxic Mantis, sure. Maybe not. Maybe I overestimated this.
Defeat does
Yeah,
not
I
defeat
overestimated
me.
this. Okay, I don't know. Again, I don't know what I'm talking about. I rarely do. So take everything I say with a grain of salt. On to day 6. So we got our chunk of lead and catalyst. These do count as reagents for the purpose of the tome, which is a gold spider mace. Spider mace is just determined to stick around. Medium items get more value on that.
I want what's right for you.
I don't want a second chunk of lead generator, I think. That just seems like a lot of work, to be completely honest. Do some potions, slow. I'm not. Maybe we do play the spider mace, actually. 5 seconds, 666. Yeah. The spider mace is probably better because it will trigger the rapid injection system. We'll eat the emerald.
Reuse, recycle, relax.
What do we have? Not really anything I like here. I'm gonna roll. I'll pick up 20 max health.
Circuits to see that find on.
I'll pick up a spider.
Now that's a bargain.
want more poison on this. We want the regen to be higher on it. I guess this is the one that wants the poison, really. And then I'll pick up the bludgeon in case we find
20 years. Wait,
something to put on it, and then I'll
trash
pick
is
up the sword
trash.
simply to
Reuse
be
every
an item for piece rock. Tool, relic tool. I think we just go for the gold. Zookeeper does have the trained spider as well. Foreman has the when you use a tool thing, but we're not really looking for that sort of thing. I think we're just gonna go loan shark.
No need to read the contract.
Just getting one extra gold, maybe getting an ATM. Either way, I think it's fine. Yeah, I think the spider mace is definitely here. So I've seen Mac boards before where they play rapid injection system and like, I don't know, 30 spider maces. ATM, yes. Love it.
This isn't our moment, but I'll be here when it is.
I don't know if injection system and all of the spider maces in the world is the best board, but I always lose to it, personally. So, maybe it's good? I don't know. Quest item. I don't have any quest items. I don't think I care about the excavation tools. Oh, well. Bronze Venomander. Yeah, man. Yeah, we'll just move on. That idea sounds better with Poppy Field. Yeah, I've seen it with Poppy Field as well. Seen it both ways. I don't... Like I said, I don't know if it's good. I lose to it all the time. It doesn't matter, really, if it's Poppy Field or injection system. They both just ruin my day. Region... I don't know that we need to be stacking the extracts and stuff on this, but I would like to continue to win, so I'll take every small advantage I can get.
I may be young for a captain, but I've seen my share of stores.
Oh yeah, I can see the meme here. Maybe we out-regen them. Maybe not.
You
Nah,
fall like a
nope.
boulder. I flow like the
Let's get up to 50% grid off his exposing toxins. Here's 6, got us 96. Regen. I would like to upgrade this so that this is equal. So that way we're not killing ourselves with it. Uh-oh. Are we still up? Ah, looks like my internet kind of pooped itself, so I apologize if there's any wonky connection issues. Stream Zach. Alright, sweet. Thank you. I appreciate you being here and and saying that. Quill and Ink. We're playing the Spider Maze, so I don't think so. This is getting kind of claustrophobic. We'll eat the Quill and Ink with the piece rock,
Small things remind me of seeds.
and then just to get a buttload of gold, we'll sell the chunk of lead.
Smaller than Quixel.
Adrenal Converter is kind of exactly what we're looking for.
Oh, did he see me close a deal?
think we probably our board looks like this, actually. And maybe another spider mace over the venomous. Venomous dose also poisons both. This is a puzzle. We'll roll, see what we get. Nothing. Cool. Cells larges, not really what we're looking for. We transform. We don't have anything to transform. We'll get an item, and we'll just. Why'd that have to be medium?
Shrinking spell for such situations.
So I need these three. I guess we sell the bludgeon. The old sword's only worth 1 gold, so we'll just sell it into the spider maze.
Closer and closer.
Heal and regen skills would be good to help these. I think we're just gonna go gold. It's hard to. It's pretty good considering we're playing one weapon, but we don't have burn. 8.5. Potions. Right now has 6 poison. When you poison, your weapon gains 6 damage. That's what we're looking for. We're gonna eat the sword cane next time we go to the shop. He has a bunch of burn skills. I also lose to this guy like once a day because of the crit on the I forgot the name of the gun that cares about burning. I think we're just gonna go treasure turtle. He's got hunker down, which, considering we're playing a very stall out board, seems pretty good. Yes, this adrenal converter over the retort. So much better. So much better.
Not all my subjects survive my experiments.
Now give me hunker down. Hey, it's $12 though. Goldie. I would love to go to Goldie for the chance to upgrade this and eat this. However, it's a fight. Never lucky. Pearl sticks. I need to eat these items. We'll get rid of that, and I guess we'll go to Pearl sticks.
The dunes? Where shall we start?
Radiant vat of acid. If it wasn't day 7, I would take that. If this was like day 4. Yeah. If I don't want to use orange Julian's funny. Deadly lantern. Shot glasses is interesting. We could go shot glasses, another spider mace if we can find one. Question is, do I want to hold on to it for that long? Yeah, screw it. Because if we find another spider mace, then that just cracks our board wide open. We just go crazy. We're getting 1 chunk of lead, 1 catalyst. Nothing else, so we need to sell one item. Vanessa, that's never won in her life. I feel that.
Go ahead. Underestimate.
Before the stream today, I played a couple of games just while I was drinking some coffee and waking up, and I I had three runs back to back that were like 4 wins, 3 wins, 2 wins. It was just awful. I burned through all my ring tickets. I'm glad I took the time to do that before starting the stream, because It happens. Matchmaking is brutal. Yeah. Yeah. Like, it's... like, I know it's a thing. You know, it's a thing that happens. But sometimes it's just, like, so discouraging. You get into, like, a... This is getting way too claustrophobic. I'm gonna do that. You get into this, like, just cycle, like, everything you pick is just awful. Like, every item you pick, it's like, oh, it's just bad. And it, you know, it happens. I'm glad that I did it off camera, because I would have felt embarrassed. And I was kind of frustrated, and I was getting kind of mad, which usually it takes a lot to upset me. But I get upset at some video games more simply because I'm so invested. You finally get your board together to match up into the high roll opponent. Yeah, exactly. I had one game. I think it was season 2, and I had like the nuttiest, the nuttiest like dinosaur board on Dually at the time, and this was before, you know, dinosaurs were any good. I had like just the perfect setup, and then I was on 9 wins, 0 prestige, and my opponent is a pig with 3 items on their board. It was belt, and like lion's cane or double whammy or something. And he had like 30,000 health, and the weapon just one-shot me, and it made me so mad, man. I was this close to my 10 win, and I was so frustrated. Like the guy obviously, like he won the game, you know. He hit the high roll. He went crazy mode. But it doesn't, you know, it doesn't make me feel any better about it. Test Subject Alpha is just another injection system for our spider mace. And I think at this point we can drop the Peace Rot for it, along with probably the Venomous dose. I know I've been stacking it all game, but I don't think it's quite worth it. If we do that, then we really don't need the shot glasses. I'm gonna commit. I'll be honest, the only reason I don't feel super great about this is because I don't have a ton of experience with Mac. I know I want the spider mace between these. That's... I guess we just need cooldown reduction now. And the rocket boots. I'll roll, because we got plenty of things we could upgrade, and that's not any of them.
My mind glows.
Heal effects.
Everything.
Radiant. I'm gonna have to pull up that Subject Alpha to see how he enchants. Restorative, just heal equal to its damage. Okay. Adrenal Converter. Restorative, when you poison yourself, heal equal to 10 times this item's poison. So that immediately cleanses 10% of the poison that we get. That seems pretty good. Seems pretty good. We are overflowing. I don't think we're playing Peace Rot. I think we've gotten quite a bit of value out of it, just having it eat stuff. So I think we can... I don't feel good about this, but I think we can sell it. And we've got plenty of money. Every time I play Mac, I never have this much money. I'm always buying stuff and transforming stuff, and then I just end up going in the negative. Okay, he's doing the same exact thing, but he has quill back. He also has slows and freezes, so I don't know. I'll be honest, I think we win. Yeah, we do. Cool, 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 cool. I think we win solely off of Toxic. He had a restorative spider maze. Yeah. Seems good. And the temple expedition. So we transform. Venomander, I love you. You're very cute. You're not very useful. I think Toxic Door. And then we go Boulder Trap. Because we cleanse most of the poison and we should kill them. Again, I'm not confident in this. It does also take us 6 seconds to get going. I think we're okay. Yeah, we're okay. Alright. It's a little bit spooky. Fighting the boulder trap is always so stressful. It gives me anxiety because the boulders just keep ticking up. And they're getting there. It's a lot of gold. And that's really about all we got here is gold. 3% cooldown isn't bad. It's obviously got to go on the spider maze. Komats, I think, just kills us. When your enemy uses a weapon, charge a relic 1 second. And they have any poison or use a relic, your items can crit chance, and when you crit, charge a relic. Yeah, I think Komats literally just kills me. So I guess we'll go Mythkeeper.
I see beyond you. Beyond everything. It's beautiful.
He does have Siphon Shield. Suppose we could get Shield enchant on something. I don't know. Forgotten God. Chasing item slows against poison. Crit. Middle guy had Toxic Fang, but both the skills on him were strong. Yeah. Yeah, I remember the middle guy, his skill is while you have shield, your weapons have their cooldowns reduced. Yeah, that seems good.
Life will be a curse if you don't learn how to
We're
live.
gonna sell you, we don't need you. But yeah, maybe I should have gone to the middle guy. I'm not sure, honestly. Change your leftmost item with Toxic, that's... This is also good. Restorative. Hard to proc either of them on Mac. Yeah, the shield stuff, yeah. The hard shell is the only reason I was even thinking about either of them. I probably should have gone to the middle guy. Toxic Spider Mace, yeah. That's what I was thinking. I was contemplating the Barb Spike Warden. But I don't think we have a... Like, we do have... Spider Mace is a relic. But it doesn't make it go fast. That's the problem, I see. The middle guy had the better items for us, I think, is... So, I probably should have gone to him. I don't remember his name. But I was thinking... I also didn't remember the items on the guy on the left. So I was thinking about going to him for the... I don't know. It doesn't matter. None of the items. I wouldn't have gotten anything good. So it
You
doesn't
should
matter.
know, I'm a bit of a legend on Pelago.
I think we kind of just keep rolling into 10 wins here. I think we're at the point where if we can't upgrade these, then we're just looking for max health. Get it, max health. Max health and cooldown reduction. Decisions after day 6 get rough. Yeah. Yeah, because it's hard to pivot this late into a run because you've put so much into building these boards. And like, you know, for example, right here, if I wanted to pivot somehow, I would have to sell something. Which we can actually sell that. I can sell that. I would have to sell something, and that really commits me to that pivot. And if it's not a good pivot, then you know you're kind of just out of luck. 2 XP, 6% or 4% across the board. I'm gonna take 4% across the board. XP is also tempting. And health is very good. I will sell these for gold. So we're getting 6 regen a day. I think we're done with these, honestly. We're getting so much regen in combat. I think we're just done. I have 230 gold. Do we die? I think this guy kills us. Because this goes off too much. I'll take a Lord of the Ways. Foreboding Winds would be very good. Also, Clockwork Blades. I always forget that Clockwork Blades, the cooldown reduction when you sell it, actually scales with the tier. Yeah, 800 regen. Seems fine. Pendulum. Don't think we'll be playing that. It is funny though. Large items, we could find an upgrade to test subject. There's Poppy Field. I don't think it's as good on our board because we only have one weapon. Goop Flail's funny. There's the femur, but it's too late. Take a loot item, hopefully it's cooldown reduction. It is. Man. Man, oh man. Then honestly, I have so much gold. I'm gonna go here, and I'm gonna roll for something that's tempting. That's good, like an enchant or an upgrade. Not Goldie. Or free loot item that is hopefully cooldown reduction. It is 6%. It's definitely there. Elite L9G just followed, and first message says, "Hello mate, love your stream, would love to be a fan and friend. Add me up on Discord." I'm not gonna blur out your Discord. Just in case you don't want other people to know that. But thank you, I really appreciate it. So give me 2 seconds. I think my Discord is the same as... Yeah, my Discord is Orangebird TTV. I think you can just add people like that. It's been a long time since I've added new friends. Friends. Add friend. There we go. Gaming in... I just said I wasn't going to say your username out loud. I should have just copy and pasted that. I apologize. There we go. Friend request that. Yeah, if anyone that comes along, if you want a friend request, if you want to follow, subscribe, all that chat, whatever. Feel free. I'm always looking for people to chat with. I would love, my dream is to one day be able to do like a group stream of a bunch of, you know, either Bazaar players, or I also play League, League players, or I don't know, the hot new MMO that's just come out. Whatever. I think it would be a lot of fun to do stuff like that. Problem is finding enough people that you know, have the setup, because you do need like a mic and, you know, computer that can run multiple programs at once. And also finding people that are just interested in doing that can be kind of tough. So yeah, if anyone, Diamond Piece Rock, if anyone wants to join up, send me a message. Send me a Discord message, or, you know, come by and chat when I'm live, or drop a comment on YouTube even. You know, whatever does it for you. However you want to reach out, I'm here. And it doesn't just have to be stuff like, you know, getting together to play video games. If you know, if you want someone to talk to. If, you know, just like you're bored and you just need someone to talk to, or if you're going through some hard times and you don't have anyone else to reach out to, please use me, utilize me. I would love to be a resource for whatever you need. I think I said this yesterday on stream, but I'll say it again because it's worth saying. I am very, very open about the problems and difficulties that I experience on a regular basis, like as, you know, a human being. And I do that. That can't be social content. Okay. I do that with the intent to make it easier for people to, you know, come out with these problems that they have, in the hopes that they will say that they'll think like, oh, this, you know, this guy has problems, and he's, you know, getting help, he's talking about it, he's showing that it's okay, you know, that one, it's okay to have the problems in the first place. It's not your fault, you know, that you experience hardships necessarily. Within reason, because I know some people that experience hardships entirely of their own volition. But, you know, like, oh, this guy, you know, he's going through this stuff and he's, you know, he's getting help. Like, maybe it's okay if I also get help. You know, maybe I can talk to this guy because he's gone through the same stuff I have. Or, you know, at the very least, maybe this guy can recommend me a therapist, or, you know, someone else to talk to, because I don't like talking to men, because that's, you know, that's a common thing. I don't like talking to men, to be entirely honest. This is probably too much about me, but like, I grew up without a dad. I was raised by my mom and my aunt and my grandmother, my great-grandmother. So 4 women were my father figures and mother figures. You know, they were my role models growing up. It was all women. I didn't have any kind of relationship with a man until I was 12, 13, I think. And that was when my mom got remarried, she, you know, to my stepdad. And that relationship wasn't great. He was not a very talkative man. I don't think he was a bad guy. You know, he had his own problems that he dealt with. And he eventually sought help for them. But my relationship with him wasn't great, and I was never comfortable around him. And so, like, to this day, I don't feel as great talking to men. I don't feel like I connect with them emotionally, intelligently. I'm getting better about it, you know, as I've gotten older. But yeah, so that's also a common thing. You know, so if you're wanting someone to talk to, but you don't want to talk to a man, because I do identify as a man, I present as a man. If you want, you know, a woman to talk to, I can recommend you to my wife, even. My wife is easily the smartest person I've ever met, much smarter than I am. And she's also actually taken, you know, college courses on psychology and stuff like that. So she would be more qualified to speak on these sorts of things. But, yeah, anything y'all need. Be it a friend, be it resources in any way. I don't know, just a bed to crash on. You know, hit me up. Let me know. I try to be there for whoever needs it. Primarily because I didn't have that growing up, and I don't want other people to experience those same hardships if they don't have to. From Mal3, that's a strong message right there. I recently had a moment in that same space with my coworker. Yeah, see? And like, everyone goes through stuff, man. Like, and the hardest part is, you know, getting to the headspace where you're okay with not, this is hard to explain. You're not necessarily okay with like the hardship, but you're okay with talking about it and, you know, seeking help and fixing it, you know, doing what you can. And if it's not something that you have much influence over, then coming to terms with it and getting the assistance you need to be able to deal with it. You know, that it's hard. It's difficult. And, you know, there's all over the world, you know, there's these stigmas about, you know, mental health issues and relationship issues and all kinds of stuff. And the more we talk about it, the more we express that, yes, it's okay. You know, we confirm those feelings. Reaffirmation, I think, is the word I'm looking for. The more we do that, the more people will talk about it. You know, the better it'll be. Easier it'll be for people to find help. And then everyone benefits from that. Because, like, if I go to work and my coworker is going through the worst time of their lives and they're, you know, they're suffering real bad, and we have a project that we have to work on together, and because they're suffering so bad they can't focus on work, and, like, you know, removing the fact that we're humans with empathy and sympathy, you know, if you take that out of it, then, like, I also suffer because they're suffering because they can't do their work as well, you know? That's kind of a sad example, I guess. But, like, other people's hardships affect us in so many wide, diverse ways. And it's just better for everyone if everyone has access to and gets the help they need. So I feel like that's an important thing. That's one of the few things that I'm really, really passionate about when it comes to other people. I'll admit I'm not a very sympathetic or empathetic person by nature. I struggle a lot with other people's emotions and feelings and, you know, other people's perspectives and point of view. And I have gotten better about it over the years. Again, not to be, you know, a my wife guy, but primarily because of my wife. You know, she put her foot down. She said, "You're either gonna grow up and mature emotionally, or, you know, we're gonna figure something else out." And I was like, well, you're the prettiest, smartest woman that I've ever met, so obviously I'm going to grow up and mature emotionally. And so I did. I tried. I'm rambling. I I don't know where I'm going with this. What are we upgrading here? No harm in acknowledging the people who helped you better yourself. Yeah. Yeah. I just meant like I didn't want to be the my wife guy because I am absolutely the my wife guy. Anytime anyone says anything, my my response is, my wife, blank, 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 blank. It's just the kind of person I am. I think I'm just gonna upgrade the Ouroboros statue, whatever. I don't think it super matters. Need to get this run moving along so I don't spend my entire stream on one run. But yeah. I'm a my wife guy. That's the gist of that. Right now I'm just looking for a loot item, honestly. Or something effectively like a loot item. That could be a second spider maze. And I think if we find a third one.
Magnificent find.
So, theoretically. We drop that. We play Spider Maze, Spider Maze. This guy, Spider Maze. Because then we're gaining 16 regen for that. 30, so that's what? This is difficult math. I'm not going to think about it right now because we don't have a third spider maze. What's that saying? Yeah, I'm absolutely a my wife guy. My wife is my best friend. She is the person that has helped me grow the most throughout my life. And like any opportunity I get to be like, this is a fun fact about my wife, or this is, a fun fact about something she thinks, I'll absolutely say it. Anyways, to wrap it all back around and tie a little bow on it, if you're out there and you feel like you need help, or you want someone to talk to, or you want someone to play a video game with, or you happen to be, near me and you need a bed to crash on because I don't know, your dog ate your house key and then he kicked you out of the house or something. Whatever. Hit me up. Add me on Discord, send me a message. I have Discord on my phone. I get it. The messages wherever I am, whatever time of day. Hit me up and I will drop everything to help in any way that I can. And if I can't help, this is where my wife part comes in. If I can't help, I will refer you to my wife or a professional, depending on what the situation is. And then we'll get you help. Period. No upgrades. I think we're just looking for more max health here. That's the big thing, is increasing our health so that we live long enough for Spider Maze to go off the first time. Once it goes off, we just chain reaction go crazy. And then I think we can beat Void Colossus. It's kind of spooky because Eye of the Colossus kind of breaks our combo. A little bit. I think we're still okay. Yeah, we're fine. We're fine.
I seek the ultimate
My-
power.
My biggest flaw when it comes to when you burn haste an item. Okay, well, sure, we'll take it because it's diamond. It won't affect
You know
anything.
you are the best. It's not humility, deception.
6%, we freeze. Those don't really do anything for us. We're getting 8 plus 1%. I guess we'll take the 20%.
Learn much today, but there is so much more.
I lost my train of thought. My biggest flaw playing the Bazaar, that's what I was talking about, is that I will go to fights that I am 95% sure that I'm going to lose. Because I'm like, what if I win though? Yeah. And then I always lose. I always pay for my hubris. Oh no, dude. The iceberg. Actually, the regen might be enough. Yeah, the regen is enough. That's crazy.
Like my crew
I
said
thought this was
before,
gonna completely
another
break
round.
us, but actually, now that I think about it, like, the only actives we really care about is the spider maze. Because this is an adjacency thing, and this is an adjacency thing. I just got a Discord message. Alright. My bad. Apologies. Yeah, so these two are adjacencies, which make this work. And then this is just when you poison yourself, so like we don't really care about 3 of these things being slowed or frozen. And this one can't. Huh. That's interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we should get 3. Yeah, we're leveling up either way. We'll just take the chocolate. And then skill upgrades.
Yes, I have the truth you seek. Now,
Yeah, equal to 30% max health. That's 10% better. When you use a small, charge a large, that would kind of be pretty cool. Why is my Discord blowing up? Oh, it's one of the video game servers that I forgot to
a
meet the
waste of
general
my
chat.
time.
Venom.
But I do have plenty.
I'll take a loot item. The Venom could be good with, 2 spider maces. Problem is, in order to have a second spider mace, our board would have to look like this. And then if this turns into the Venom, then we kind of just screwed ourselves. So, it's not broke, so I'm not gonna change anything. Just put on this, whatever. I think we are... Isn't Venom basically small test subject alpha? It's a little bit more fun to keep it the way it is. Yeah, exactly. I think... Yeah, like Venom is a third small version of this and this. Which, if Hologram Projector was not Hologram Projector, it was actually a spider mace, then I think it would be correct to do this, because that just seems, you know, twice as good, basically. Might not actually be as good, because I think we might need the when you poison gain regen off the statue, but I don't know. I'm not very good at math. I couldn't tell you how to figure out the math on that. I'm just good at clicking the buttons. I'm just looking for random upgrades. There's not a whole lot we can do here. Check that just in case. I guess just in case is kind of pointless. Why is my Discord still going off? We are going to mute server for 3 hours. We'll come back to that.
If you knew my true
All right,
purpose,
this is our
you would
last
stand aside.
combat,
Go ahead,
regardless.
underestimate
So
it. It makes
I'm
this
hoping it's
more
attendant.
fun.
This guy's got a lot of skills. Ooh, that's a depth charge. That's got started combat haste. Oh no, and it free.
Bravery
Ooh.
without strength is a sword without a blade.
Boo. And that's really unfortunate. This went up 17 times, man. So what do they have that really got us? Where did that long? It was paralytic poison. Paralytic poison went off and hit the spider mace at, you know, whatever, 4 seconds. And so it never got to go off to trigger any of these. It's really unfortunate. But it happens. Hey, we just met the 10 follower goal from Miss Nelson. Thank you for the follow. I really appreciate it. Wow, that's big.
There it is, the rising sun of perfection.
Hey, hey. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Thank you very much for the follow. We've just been playing some Bazaar today. Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm a little bit flustered. I've only been streaming for like a week, and I've been trying to do like an hour to 2 hours a day. I have a really weird work schedule, so I don't have like set times necessarily. And today is my first day off in the last week, so I'm taking the time to do a much longer stream. And yeah, I really wasn't expecting to get very many people. I posted in the Bazaar general chat, you know, I didn't read the rules, honestly. I didn't see that you're not supposed to promote or anything. So that's my bad. I won't do it again. But yeah. I wasn't expecting to get very many people by, but yeah, I've immediately doubled the amount of followers I have. So I appreciate everyone. I appreciate all of y'all. It makes streaming much more fun. Obviously, I have no issue just, you know, talking to myself. There's hours of videos from the last week that display that. I can just yap and yap and yap, but having people here to talk to actually makes it more interesting for everyone. From Miss Nelson, what other games do you play? I also play League. I haven't streamed League yet. I'm not very good. My peak is plat for like 2 LP. And then I jump around to a lot of other things. I'm real bad about starting a game and then playing it for a little bit and then dropping it. Lately, my friend and I have been playing Haste together. If you haven't seen it, it's on Steam. It's a roguelike running action game, similar to like Sonic games. But it's really good. It's in indie dev. Like a variety gamer. I am, yeah. I myself am a variety gamer. However, streaming, for now, at least, I consider myself a Bazaar streamer. It's what I am good at. I started playing in beta, and then in seasons 2 and 3, I hit Legend and peaked at like 4,400. And I feel like I know the game well enough to produce content for it. Have you posted your channel on other social media platforms? I have not. I don't have Instagram, and my TikTok is literally just like cats and like the League of Legends videos. I'm not too worried about promoting my stream. This is a hobby for me. It was just something that I've always thought about doing, and I never really got around to it. But I'm being honest, Legend Rank outside of like the tippy top is mostly a time thing. Yeah, it is. Absolutely. Yeah, I never intend to get like rank 1 or anything. I don't have the time for that. I do have a day job. But yeah, I'm not really worried about promoting my stream. It's a hobby. I enjoy playing this game already for, a couple hours a day. And so it just made sense to just turn on the camera. Well, turn on the quote unquote camera, turn on the mic, and just do it together, record it, put videos out there, make content for it. I very much enjoy the Bazaar, and I appreciate the people that made it. So if me streaming and putting my VODs on YouTube can help other people get into the Bazaar and start playing it and like grow the player base, grow the fan base, then I feel like I've given my part back to the people that made it, the people that have given me so many hours of happiness. Which, fun thing is, now that we've got this career panel, you can actually see exactly how many hours. 402 for me, which, from what I've seen from my friends that played, it's actually a little bit on the low side. I don't know if that's accurate. Maybe my friends are crazy. Who knows? And you can see I'm a big dually main. I've been playing dually for a lot. Curious how many days I've gone through. 3,606. Not as many as I thought. But yeah, so I'm just gonna let my stream reach whoever it reaches. If I get 10 followers, if 10 followers is where I peak, that's where I peak. That's fine. If I somehow blow up and get a bunch of people, cool. Either way, I'm gonna keep doing things the same way. I'm not gonna change anything about it. Where are we at for time-wise? It is 2:15. I don't know if y'all can hear that. I live directly across the street from church. And the bells go off, I think, every 15 minutes, usually. They go off a ton on Sundays. But it is very loud. I have my window open because we don't have AC here. And the bells are directly through my window at me. So if you ever hear the ding dong, that's where it's coming from. I've got time for maybe 1 or 2 quick runs, as long as I don't yap through the whole thing. So I'm gonna pick Vanessa just I'm kind of hoping to get another good win. Obsidian Piranha, dude. Yeah, give me the Obsidian Piranha. Screw it. We'll go just a bunch of weapons. I'll take a free item. And weapons. All I'm gonna care about is red numbers. Unless I get something crazy, like I don't know. I don't know what would convince me to play not weapons, but yeah. Anyways, thank y'all again to everyone that has followed and everyone that's come through and said hi. I really appreciate y'all. I was talking to my wife about streaming before I started. I was like, hey, this is a project I want to start doing. Something I want to do to augment my hobby.
See that plank?
And she was like, yeah, I think it's a great idea. I think, you know, it would be good for you. In person, I'm
Fights lately?
pretty quiet, reserved, I guess you could say. I'm just going to buy all the weapons. I like getting free items. We don't like a rifle because it's kind of bad.
Now this is how you
And
win a war.
together we came to the conclusion, like, you know, streaming, forcing yourself to talk for long periods of time about whatever, probably be pretty good for me. Take the left-handed for the piranha.
Maybe I'm getting better at this.
Get a small silver tier. Not the kind of weapon I was hoping for. Just got a notification from Steam that Backyard Baseball 2001 is now available. With an introductory offer, 10% off. This is not sponsored content. I
That
just
fight isn't with you.
this is one of those games that I'll probably pick up and play for I don't know, a week and then forget that I have it when I have to uninstall it to, you know, fit something new on my computer. Yeah, talking to my wife, we were like, yeah, streaming's probably pretty good for you. It'll help you work on speaking for longer periods of time. It'll also help you develop your voice. One of the things that I've been, I don't want to say self-conscious about, but hyper aware of
You have to ask for
since
price. You can
college,
remorse
I guess,
never. Be remorseless.
was the sound of my voice and where it comes from within my throat and chest, which I know is not something that most people think about. I've discussed this with others, but like my voice comes from like a little bit too far down my throat, I think. I don't know why, but it ends up giving me this. The way I hear it, which I know is different from what y'all are hearing. The way I hear it, it sounds kind of gravelly and a little bit strained. And by talking more and, you know, making myself project so that my mic picks up my sound properly and everything, practicing that will help me to better enunciate, get the sound across and everything. And I feel like it's just good for me in general, to do that, to professionally develop myself, you know. I work in a job where I do have to like give briefings to people, like I have to stand up in front of people and like talk to a bunch of people. And being able to project my voice to the back of the room, butterfly swords are doing good. And being able to enunciate properly and not trip over my words and not say and like all the time, which I catch myself doing it. I just did it there. I really try hard not to. We're gonna take this piranha all the way. stuff like this, where I can practice that, is good for me professionally in my job, and I feel like it's also good for me mentally. You know, having that confidence. Which one of these is better? 20 damage. 20 damage with crit. 10 damage. This still's double crit, so to go up to, what's that, 30? It's either 30 or 40, I don't know how that works.
You should know, I'm a bit of a legend on Pelago.
So yeah, so I'm seeing streaming as like a hobby, 2, a little project that I can say, this is something that I've done and achieved and I feel good about. 3, as a way to practice these things to better myself. So yeah, I'm not super worried. This is all to answer that question about posting my channel on other social media platforms. I'm not super worried about doing that, just because I'm not super worried about how many people I reach. It would make me happy to reach a lot of people and, you know, interact with a lot of people. But it's not something I'm going to stress out about. I'm not going to, you know, put in a ton of time on TikTok to, you know, reach a bunch of people or pay for promotions or anything. I just don't feel like it's worth it to me, personally. Other streamers, absolutely, I think. You know, reaching a wider audience and getting more people on your stream, more interaction, that's exactly what other streamers want, because, you know, the dream is to make a living off of it, right? To be a household name and not have to leave your house to get paid. But that's not really what I'm aiming for.
Knew that would happen. Didn't care.
So that was a tangent. But again, this is a free ticket. This is all a demonstration about how I can talk for hours to myself. Shovel upgrade and a barrel. So I know I want this, I want that, so I don't want that. Do we care about the katana? We don't have a way to scale it right now. Let me just sell this. We've gotten exactly our money's worth. It's whatever.
So, how about this weather where
Yeah, I have no problem talking about whatever all the time.
You had a chance.
My problem is holding conversations with people, I think. Like I said, I'm kind of reserved in person. I would much rather let other people do the talking than me do the listening. And half the time, I don't even actually do the listening.
I may be young for a captain, but I've seen
Yeah.
my share of swords.
This is probably already clear to people that know stuff about it, but I have ADHD. I am medicated, but it's still... I have a hard time focusing on things sometimes, on like staying on track. Dang, we barely lost that. But yeah, so like, I would prefer not to be the person talking. I would rather let other people talk. And then, in my brain, the way I justify it is I would rather be the listener. But in reality, I'm not actually really listening a lot of the time because my mind's wandering. It's off over here, it's off over there, it's, you know, doing X, Y, or Z. I think I want the submersible. I don't know why. I'm kind of just clicking buttons at this point. Yeah, go for it.
Come back and tell me.
And then haste these two. So that doesn't really need the haste. That way the trebuchet goes off more. I'll take a free item. I have actually $0. Electric eels. They nerfed the crap out of this, didn't they? It's 9 seconds. Charged 2. How does it upgrade now? Goes down to 7 seconds at diamond. Only does 50 ever. Only slows 1 for 2 seconds ever. Still only gets the 2-second charge. Okay. You've been doing a good job with the streaming thing so far from what I can see. I appreciate that. I honestly do appreciate that. Yeah,
Some people just need a
I'm new to it, obviously. Yeah, I wasn't super confident going into this that
What's one more scar?
anything was gonna come of it. Eels can still work, how to run with it pre-pig nerfs, but it's a pre-big nerfs, maybe pig nerfs, I don't know. But it's a board that really wants upgrades. Yeah, definitely, because you want, like, I don't know, the scope and Orange Julian, Crow's Nest, right? Something like that. Or what is it, card table that gives it multicast, and you need all of those like diamond tiers so that they go off really fast, and so it's got 100% crit and all that. Yeah, that makes sense. I'm gonna hold on to it for now, and I'm gonna stack the crap out of this piranha. Yeah, I appreciate the. That could be really good. And your weapons have damage for each weapon you have. Mountain pass for a free fight. Boo. That does start our resort good 2 seconds faster. But I appreciate the compliment on streaming. I wasn't super confident that anything was gonna turn out of this. I also wasn't super confident that I was gonna be able to keep myself doing it. Like, I thought I was gonna lose motivation halfway through it, which I do a lot. For example, I have a Gundam that I've been working on for, oh gosh, 3 or 4 months. It's not super fancy or anything. I'm literally just doing panel lining and then sticking it all together. But that Gundam has been sitting on my desk for 3 months, and I haven't touched it in quite a while.
Oh, hello.
So that's
I mean,
I'm really bad at maintaining the motivation to keep doing stuff for long periods of time. I'm really good at like getting hyper focused on something for like just a couple days and learning everything I can about it and doing as much as I can in that short span of time. And then something will happen, be it I get bored or I don't know. I have a day where I can't do it, like a day where, oh, I thought that was augmented weaponry. A day where like I have to go to work and I have to go to the store and I have to do, I don't know, go to an appointment and I gotta do this and this. So like a day where I'm just like crazy busy. I have one of those days, and so I don't get to work on the project. The next day, it's like it never existed in the first place. It's like I never even had it to begin with, you know? And it's a very frustrating thing for me. It's also frustrating for other people, like my wife. I've had art projects that I've started and not finished. Stuff that I keep saying I'm gonna sell. I don't want to play eels. like paintings that I keep meaning to hang up, and all kinds of stuff that I just never get around to. And I know it's frustrating for the people around me.
My fight isn't with you.
And speaking with my therapist, about the ADHD and stuff like that, it seems to be a big part of it. I'm not justifying anything or saying like, oh, it's not my fault. It's just, this is a portion of the reason why these things happen. And understanding, why things happen are a big thing for fixing those things.
I can see you're going.
I've been getting better lately. I've only started on medication a few months ago, 2 or 3 months ago, maybe. And we're still figuring out the right dosage for me. But I've been slowly getting better with having the motivation, the mental to keep me going. So I think things are getting better. Yeah. I'm just rambling at this point.
Let's take the tyrant's whole kingdom!
Maybe has more health than you. They have exactly one weapon. Just take the weapon stuff. Just weapon stuff. I'm not gonna think about it too hard. I really want to play this Addle. I feel like it'd be good if I can get enough damage on it.
No need to read it.
But I've also got to play my Obsidian Piranha. I can't drop in. Which means I need multiple ways to scale my weapons. Something like a Shark Claws, maybe. Power Broker. There we go. Okay, so how do we do this? We drop you. Honestly, we should drop the piranhas, but I'm gonna leave. He's staying. He's not going anywhere. This no longer has 3 seconds of cooldown, so we can put this in. And then we can play the incendiary rounds to trigger the sword kid more. And then we can put it between these two. Yeah. I'm just gonna commit to stuff right away. I'm not thinking about it too hard. Small items, sure. Any weapons. Tool, property, friend, or ammo.
Back to business.
Friend. Nah. There's a custom scope. There's a world where you custom scope katana. Maybe Addle actually. I don't know. Pick up the scope just in case.
Go ahead, underestimate me. It makes this more fun. We're out to dethrone a king, not to
Give me 2
squabble
seconds.
with
I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick and refill my coffee. I'll be back very soon.
You fall like a boulder. I flow like the waves.
Alright, I am back. I have my coffee. It is decaf, so don't worry. I'm not you know, cranking myself up with caffeine and ADHD medicine and nicotine. It was an interesting thing I experienced fairly recently. I used to drink caffeinated coffee. And I would drink crazy amounts, like obscene amounts. Like it was a problem, and I knew it. Silencer and the custom scope, bro.
Take your time.
Anyways, when
I'm pretty laid
and
back.
there's
If it's
Julian.
not right for you, bring it back. I want
So we need a crow's nest. Do we care about Katana? Katana's. We just need to find a crow's nest. We also need to get some gold, because right now he doesn't do anything. Yeah, I was drinking crazy amounts of caffeine. And, like, it was super bad for me. So anyway, I started on this ADHD medication. And I was talking to my therapist and my doctor, and they were like, you need to quit drinking so much caffeine. Like, you have a problem. It's like, you're right. You're right. Like, I have all these various reasons of, like, making myself healthier and stuff. I should just do that. So I did. I decided to, switch from, fully caffeinated coffee to decaf. I did it cold turkey. I went one day when I ran out of coffee grounds. The bag I bought to replace it was decaf. Switched, and I didn't have any side effects, which was crazy to me because I expected to have like headaches and be grumpy and frustrated,
Oh, I think you
angry,
really enjoy that.
all this stuff. But no, there's nothing. It was great. It was like nothing had changed, and I thought that was so strange. It's like for years I've been drinking crazy amounts of coffee, like basically my entire life. Not my entire life, but like my entire adult life. I was drinking crazy amounts of coffee, like for the last like 15 years. And 2-3 months ago, I just cold turkey, switched to decaf. I feel great. I didn't have any side effects. Nothing. So strange. So strange. Alright, I think we're at the point where we have to make a decision. So we can go Orange Julian. This. Medium weapon. Something over here. Such as something. I don't know. I want to keep the Addle. Yeah, you know what? We're gonna commit. We're committing. We're committing. I said I was gonna take the Piranha all the way. I can't. I'm sorry, Piranha. I'm very, very, very sorry. I lied to you. When you crit with it. Yeah, that still works. That works. It's 1.5 seconds, and we have 2 slots left. There you go. When you use Orange Julian, burn 1. That's something. We'll take this. And we're just looking for... was gonna say we're looking for upgrades, but that's not what I was thinking. Dive weights, that'll work.
And that's our master.
Maybe I should have upgraded the incendiary rounds. This board is so goofy looking. Like the scope on the right, the dive weights next to the Julian, next to the incendiary rounds, next to nothing. Oh lordy. Take the star chart value. Alright, so we're at 29 here. I want to keep the Addle because I think eventually... Oh, it's already there. It's already at 2.5 seconds. Yes, we don't need that. Get the bushel out of here. Because the Addle can go down to 1 second. So it's like, you don't need to necessarily get haste on it to get that really fast proc going. Because it's just going to keep getting faster as we go. Yeah, gets down to 1 second. The haste makes it half a second. Obviously we didn't win this combat because this board is kind of scuffed. But you get the point. You get the idea. You just need to find... Not what I was thinking of, but... that's pretty lucky. How does scope change? Double crit bonus. Okay, important is the when I thought it was going to be when you crit with the weapon to the right of this, but it's when you use the weapon to the right of this. That's pretty good. Oh, and it's a random enchant. So it could be like shiny or icy. Silencer is the same thing when you use. Could also be deadly. I would rather pick the enchant for Addle.
Things are so
Obviously, we're taking the enchant. I'm
Let me
just
brighten them.
contemplating what to put it on. Lordy. Well, we're definitely keeping custom scope. Restorative. Okay. When you use the weapon to the right of this, I should have put silencer. I'm not very bright, am I? I'll take the loot. Dang. That is a weapon. We are playing single weapon. Oh, it was so low because of this? Yeah. I think that's fine. Like, it's whatever. If I can find upgrades.
Just taking the first step toward good
Man, they nerfed the
taste.
crap out of holsters. Starts at gold. Haste your small items for 1 second at the start of combat. That's absurd. It's really a sad item now. Yeah, we're not playing this.
If you want something big and ugly, go see Pole.
Could get Waters of Infinity. Yeah, screw it. It's 20 regen for each non-weapon, which, considering I'm playing only one weapon, could be pretty good. Oh, we're gonna take a little bit to get there, but we will. There we go. We're good. Because we heal off most of the poison. We just need to kill them before this kills us. Still one of Vanessa's best items. You're talking about the holsters? Yeah. It's just like, it's so sad. Like, it obviously it's very good with any, like, when you haste do X, when you blah 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 blah. But it feels bad to buy a
You look
taste your stuff for 1 second item at gold.
Brave,
Feels not good.
Fabuloso, you will be the belle of the bazaar.
This guy's so loud. Tool, weapon, property, or apparel? Apparel. Tool. Weapon. I wonder if the scope is worth. I got an oil lantern out of the disguise. I thought this only gave small items. I guess I never really read this very well. Alright, we don't need it. Makes her dirtily slow pack from the season playable. Late shurikens isn't doing anything on an 8-second cooldown. That makes sense. Yeah. I'll be honest, I haven't played with the, I think I'm peeking a little bit, sorry. I haven't played with the,
Whatever you have to work with,
the new
work it.
Vanessa items yet. Ooh, it starts at 6 seconds if you do that. Maybe that's fine, who knows. We'll squeeze this in. This board is so trash. I understand this is bad. I'm kind of just floundering a little bit. Just whatever. Probably for now this is better than the Addle. We'll get to the Addle eventually. We're just not quite there. I haven't played with the new Vanessa items. I haven't gotten that high in
Go
the
ahead. Underestimate.
Battle Pass.
It makes this more fun.
Not because I don't get enough gems, actually. I get plenty of gems in my time playing. The problem is that every time there's a new item in the bazaar to buy with gems, I buy it. That's why I don't have the gems to skip on the battle pass really far. Yeah. I'm a bit of a hoarder when it comes to in-game content, in-game items. You know? Frozen Tomb, dude. Why does this have to show up whenever I'm playing like garbage? Why did I type in Frozen Tomb into Bazaar? Adult. Here's a medium or small. Oh, yoy. Silencer. Freeze a small. Julian? There's a medium or small for 2 seconds. Oh, this is a decision, man. Is it Addle? Is it Julian? Because Addle freezes for only half a second, I think it said. Yeah, half a second. Oop, 1 second, my wife texted me. She probably heard me go to the bathroom. I can't spell. Julian freezes for 2 seconds. Should theoretically be going off more often because of the crit from the trigger from the scope. So if this goes to 1 second, then he would be going off every 4 seconds. The delete silencer lets you transfer the crit to whatever. That's true. Deadly Silencer is quite a bit better. But icy silencer though, or icy orange Julian, which sounds like a drink you could get at the mall. You're right, like, Deadly Silencer is gonna be better. Yeah. And that guarantees this will crit.
Will not fail
Well,
you,
not
Father.
guarantee, but gets us closer to guaranteeing that this crits. Therefore guaranteeing that these go off, yada yada yada. I think the katana is better for right this second. Thrusters we don't care about. I'm tempted to drop the chapeau so that this only charges Julian. Yeah, because that's 6, 12, 18. It's only 18. The dream is to get an obsidian scope in today's shop. Yeah. Yeah. Open to the right of the seal 15. If we're going against... Oh, it's also the weapon to the right of this. Ah, all these adjacency things, man. I'm tempted to do this so that Julian goes off more. And we could play the dive weights to get the haste because that'll make it go faster hitting those, blah blah blah. We're going to the top of the way. I'm thinking too far ahead is the problem here. I don't think any of these super matter. We'll go with obsidian.
Now this is how you win a war.
Heal and slow are not really what I'm feeling. I was hoping for obsidian for the Addle. Julian slows 2 items for 4 seconds. That's fine. I'm okay with that. We very... Oh, that is not Julian. That's the star chart. We very badly need a crow's nest. That's what's holding us back here, I think. Like getting this out of here, having crow's nest. I don't know, maybe the weapon could be a large weapon if we did that. But do we kill Vest? Boulder Trap is too scary. I think we kill the Blowgun's Trap. I think 1900 damage. We also have slows and haste. Never mind, I lied. We're gonna be dead. We're dead. We're dead. We're not dead. We're not dead. Oh my god. Oh. These traps give me anxiety, man. Make this too hard. 2 XP. Damage. Heal. We actually got quite a bit of useful stuff here. Which does not happen to me very often. What is happening here? Let's go. There we go. Okay. This guy has the fang. When you have shields, they have reduced cooldown. Blah blah blah. This guy doesn't really do anything for us. This guy probably just fucking kills us. Gomon's is spooky. I don't trust it. So I'll just go to this guy. A fang wouldn't be terrible to put here. Not really my favorite. sort of thing, but I guess we could also use Poppy Field. I don't know. Use a weapon to the left of this poison. Weapon to the left of this. So these have to be adjacent. Unless we get 100% crit, in which case we don't necessarily need the scope to be adjacent.
I told you.
We could play.
The Bazaar's
That's really good. Yeah, I'll take Diamond Flurry, boys. Obsidian? Oh, it's the fiery. Not playing that. I honestly don't think we need that. Yeah, we're gonna take a fiery. A fiery Addle is better. We hit our on death enchant already. Oh man. 3.4 seconds making. Yeah, we're just gonna do it. And then commit. Again, get as much money as we can so that Julian pumps us up as much as he can.
You should know, I'm a bit of a legend on Pelago. I may be young for a captain, but I've seen my share of storms.
I will, yeah, I have a feeling we lose this. I will admit that this run was kind of garbage. It's my own fault for.
Next time, boys,
Holy moly!
less blunder, more plunder.
Okay. Maybe this run is good. I don't know, man. I'll admit this run is a little bit scuffed because I was just fucking yapping for so long and not paying attention to what I was clicking. That's entirely my fault. A dime and holsters. Yeah, I mean, I'll buy it because I can sell it. So like buy sell is fine since you have Julian. Skill upgrades. Okay, get 3 more damage when using. Sell that so he gets a little bit more damage. 3.2. I think we beat Void Colossus, and Void Rage would be pretty lit with this being fiery. Just don't. Okay, he didn't destroy it. Okay.
Was that even a battle? Maybe a skirmish.
You shield. This thing's burnt. I don't believe we will be playing that. 2 more XP. Yes, please. We'll sell that. I guess we'll go here just for the.
But I can help you finish a fight.
Hello. Just for the buys. This is gonna sound crazy.
And when you carry my weapon,
I'm gonna buy
I'll
everything
fight
here.
alongside you.
That's 96.
Enjoy the thrill of battle.
I can't buy that. Even if I wanted to. Yeah, I'm actually $6 short. That's expensive, man. Solely for the Julian value is why I did that. Any damage and crit is good. Down to 3.1 seconds. Against a Mac, he probably has slows, which would be pretty bad for us.
But if you insist.
I have faced 82 foes exactly like you. People are a pattern.
Oh no, dude. No. That's gonna one-shot me.
Please, share with me your secrets.
20. I didn't see what it got up to. This is why I had to stop drinking caffeine. My heart can't handle this, man.
Make
Ooh,
not
ooh.
war.
God, we really need a crow's nest.
We're not being fully
Please,
Small things remind me of
Barcoon,
seeds,
please.
acorns, home.
Is that better than these? Maybe.
Did you see it, Quicksilver?
I don't know, man.
I made a sale.
Focus Enforcer should be fine. Crow's Nest is what's... Bro, really? Please. Okay. Stopwatch. There we go. Yeah, Frost Potion, we're not playing that. Upgrade an item. This is close enough to 1 second that I'm not going to worry about upgrading it. The ones that I care about are Scope, which gives more crit chance. Silencer gives damage in CDR, which we don't care as much about. And Julian just gets a second off his cooldown. It's probably Julian.
Tell me Ford is your smith.
Not only is he our scaling,
Sharpen.
he is also our disruption with the slow. Weapons we don't care about. So, go fight the Mimic. I haven't seen this guy in a while. You're kidding me. Okay, we're fine. I have a special... That's crazy. The first time you fall below half health each fight, destroy an item. That's wild. Now show me the crow's nest.
Little sentience, love shot.
Oh,
So I opened one.
baby.
Gold becomes goods, then returns to gold.
Alright, get this garbage out of here. Okay, so 60%, so it's 127% crit chance. Which means we can move the scope away from it if we want to. Because we just need the... Which does that put us at? 62? 77? 127. If we had another small item to put here, which, like, the dive weights isn't bad, since there's only 2 targets. We don't need you anymore. There is an argument for this. 92%, but it starts at 5 seconds. That's the only issue. So I think this is our best board for right now. Yeah. And we don't care about other large items. It's Mac. He has also gotten his on death enchant. But now we've got the
We're out to
Ravenous
kill the
man.
king, not to squabble
Oh,
with nobody.
ooh.
I will leave you alive to learn the lesson.
This could do it. It starts at 3.1 seconds to get going. Yeah, he's got a lot of slows, but it immediately goes down to 1 second. Yeah, we're fine.
All change begins.
All right, didn't even get to use the cool new skill. It's fine. I'm not upset. I'm not mad. Why would I be upset that you didn't put me to half health? Leftmost item has 32% crit chance. It's 159. If we get the skill that gives it lifesteal, puts us at 100% crit chance. The problem is it starts at 5 seconds. So what if we do... Julian doesn't get to have crit. When you crit haste an item for 1 second. Obsidian custom scope, yeah. Yeah, it turns into small swashbuckle, yeah.
Punish the
Captain's wheel... I really want this to be a passive, so that when this crits, it hits Julian.
You're listening to your needs. That's good, I guess.
Any upgrades would be good for any of our stuff we already have.
You wanna buy
The scope.
that? I mean, excellent choice.
I think we're just gonna play it safe. We've already seen this board win. And this starts at 2 seconds now. So we will continue to play this board since it's already winning. I feel like Frustrate Champion probably bodies us.
Too hot here.
But if I could get Blizzard, that would be pretty lit. Ooh, the dive weight's kind of hurt us there. Oh, we're fine. Nitrogen hammer, okay. Ammo stuff, we don't really care. I think we're just gumball gaming. I don't know what I'm doing with those, so I'm gonna hold on to them. I realize they're silver, and they're not super worth it at the moment, but hey, they might come in handy. It's down to 1.8 seconds. We're getting there. Morgoloth.
You think yourself worthy of the
Morgoloth, jack of all trades. Because this is not a Vanessa item.
The Bazaar has changed in all these centuries. I must adapt.
Jack of all trades. Yeah, it's a Halliday. Boom.
Let's take the tyrant's whole
And
kingdom.
we'll take loot. Hopefully it's cooldown reduction. It's more healing. That's fine too. Sell. Julian's got 300 damage when he goes off. We are a level up on him. They're not on a win streak or
Go
anything,
ahead.
so like maybe
Underestimate.
okay.
It makes this more fun.
You remind me of someone I fought last century.
They have ancient pensions. I think I'm dead. Unless we get to destroy some.
Another
Oh,
step
that crit was
Formula
massive. Yeah. Yeah, that's Mac. He had ancient vengeance. It's very, very good considering this is what I'm doing.
All of this is just training. Our real fight is on.
Hey, 5 wins for a run where all I did was click weapons for, I don't know, 30, 45 minutes. It's pretty alright. I'll take it. it is progress on the rank climb. And we're up to silver. I was bronze this morning, so that's progress. Alright, let's see where we're at on the prize pass. I think I'm pretty far. Yeah, level 30 is when you get the new Vanessa items, which I'm not gonna lie, like these look so cool. Like obviously they appeal to the edgy weeb inside me. It's like, yeah, I would love to have a sword that looked like that. I wish I could wear that mask. I wish I could use these sort of thing. But they also look cool, like gameplay wise. So I'm excited to unlock these. It's 3,000 gems though, and I've only got 1350 because I keep spending them on the bazaar. Speaking of which, I haven't looked at it today. Gotta do that, obviously. See, look at this. That's beautiful. I'm 700 gems short, though. To be fair, you could have these all for the low price of a 3D printer. That's true. Yeah, if I had the if I had the drive to do so, I could absolutely, print myself a sick Oni mask and wear it out in public, and people would judge the crap out of me. But yeah, I don't know. The art is just cool. The art draws you in, for the aesthetics and the colors. The colors are really fantastic on most of these cards. Like the way the edges of the Cybersai glow, but the one behind it is like holographic. And the way the fire really stands out on Oni Mask. Those are great. I'm not a huge fan of the way the Stealth Glider looks. I think they could have made the area around it darker, like made it to where it looks like it's a nighttime shot. I think that would have enhanced the composition here. But still, fantastic art. Not to detract at all from the quality of the work done. That's just my opinion on it. But the art draws you in, and then mechanically, because this is a game, the things they do, you read it and you're like, oh, that sounds pretty cool. I think I can make that work. Like the Oni mask, it's asking you to do 3 different things here. You want to crit, you want to slow, and you want to have burn items. And cards that have direction like that, just innately built in, are really, really good for a game like this, because then it's like, you get it, and it's like, okay, well, to make this work, I need to look for this, I need to look for this, I need to look for this. And so it gets you on the right track to already building that board. It as soon as you read it, it starts your brain working on like, what would my final board look like if I played this? And I think that is just very elegant design-wise for a card game. I'm not a card game designer by any means. I'm just a aficionado, I guess. I've played a lot of card games in my time, and so I have my own opinions on things. Don't take these as fact, but whenever you read a card and it makes you think about all the things that could go with it, that could make it work. I think that is good card design. So all these cards that care about a lot of other things in different ways, I think are great. Stealth Glider. Does this work the way I think it does? Like, if this is the only thing on your board, you're just invincible. I'm assuming that doesn't work against the sandstorm, right? Like, there's no way they would mean for that to work. It ends in the 8 seconds. I see what you're saying. Okay. Yeah, that, okay. Because I read it as you take no damage for the first 8 seconds of each fight. Like, that's its own thing. And, you know, or until you use an item, like, that's its own thing. So, like, I'm dumb. That's my bad. Reading things too fast, not actually processing them. Goes hand with Long John. I bet it does, yeah. That's just, hey, you can't touch me until my Long John goes off. And one shots you. That seems pretty good. But yeah, like I think these cards are, you know, like that, for example, right there. You know, it automatically, like, just reading it, it's like, hey, this points me in a direction. This says, like, it gently points you in a direction without forcing you into that sort of thing. And I think that's really great card design wise. Stuff like the pickles, on the other hand, like the, oh gosh, how do I get around to, my client's bugged up. Anyway, like the pickles thing, where it's like your toys, you know, when a toy does X, or the things that care about toys, those I think are slightly less elegantly designed than the Cyber Ninja set, because they sort of force you into playing certain things, and they even go further than that because a lot of them are adjacency things. So like adjacent, when an adjacent toy does, it goes off, do X. So really, that one very explicitly tells you what your board should look like. And like, I think that there's plenty of space in this game for that sort of thing, but it doesn't feel as, I can't think of another word other than elegant. It doesn't feel as well done as those other, like the Vanessa cards. The Vanessa cards are just very well made, from top to bottom. Like the theming, the art, the actual mechanics of the cards, and the way they fit into Vanessa's lore and themes. Like, you know, you think of her as a pirate. You're like, why would a pirate have, you know, I don't know, it's a cyber ninja swords? That doesn't really fit, but they are working to fit all of these things within the world. Because, you know, as JJ always says, the Bazaar is a crazy place. There's some crazy stuff that happens. Some crazy stuff there. But yeah, that's my 2 cents on it. I still haven't played with the Vanessa cards. Like I said, I don't have the gems to jump that far up the battle pass. But I'll get there. It will just take a couple days. Actually, what level are we at? 22? 22? And it's at 30. So I think today or tomorrow I should be able to get there. Tomorrow or the next day. Because I've already completed all my quests for today. But anywho, we are at the 2.5 hour mark. I'm gonna call it here, folks. I've got to go eat lunch. I haven't eaten anything yet today. But once again, I do very genuinely want to express my gratitude to everyone that came by, everyone that followed, everyone that chatted or just stopped in to say hi and then bounced. Everyone that just clicked on the stream and then, X'd out real quick. Even that, whatever. Any interaction, I appreciate. And I want to express my gratitude to y'all for doing that, for taking time out of your busy days to share a little bit of time with me. I'm honored to be something worth your time, and I will strive to live up to that title. Anyways, that's gonna do it here for today. My name is Orangebird, but you can call me Obi for short. I stream the Bazaar on Twitch every day. I try to hit an hour or two, at least. Whenever I don't work, I try to stream for a little bit longer. Streaming is my hobby. It is a newfound passion of mine. It is not my day job. So there is I think I set up the tip jar down below. If you feel like leaving a tip, great. If you don't, great. Never feel obligated to give anyone money. Not just me, just anyone and anywhere. If they're not giving you something back, then don't feel like you need to give them anything. Yeah, if you're watching on Twitch, if you're watching my VOD, feel free to follow, subscribe, click the little notification thing, leave me a message, interact in any way you like. If you're watching on YouTube, please do subscribe, especially if you made it this far. If you made it, 2.5 hours into the video, give me a like, subscribe so you see whenever I post. Yeah, and then leave me a comment. Tell me in the comments on YouTube, if you made it this far, tell me what your favorite bird is. And Malthery, if you're still in here, what is your favorite bird? I'll give you the time to think about it. I know it's also not everyone likes birds. I've definitely heard, rats with wings before about various kinds of birds. And they are pretty commonly kind of dirty, and a lot of birds are mean also. If you've ever interacted with a magpie, you know what I'm talking about. But personally, my favorite bird is I guess you could say birds, plural, crows and ravens. I lean more towards crows because they're a bit smaller, and I feel like that smaller size makes them a bit more mischievous. But I like the really smart, kind of creepy birds. There's something intelligent in there, the way they act. I really like that. Mouthy said Oriole for a named one, but the red-bellied ones in general. I like that. I don't know offhand what an Oriole looks like, so I'm gonna look that up real quick. It would help if I knew how to spell it right. Oh, they're okay, Orioles are for anyone that doesn't have Google available. They're orange bodies with like a black head, and then their wings are black with little white specks and stripes. They're very pretty. Oh, and they come in a bunch of different colors, apparently. Mostly orange and yellow, it looks like. I like those. Those are pretty. Oh, and there's also a black Oriole bird. The black is interesting, too, because it's like the inverse of a normal Oriole, where basically the entire bird is black, but its shoulders are like orange or red, yellow. Those are pretty, too. Anyways, here we go, rambling again. yeah, if you made it this far into the video, on YouTube specifically, please leave a like. Subscribe if you would like to. Every bit of interaction helps me maintain motivation to keep doing this. Helps my channel reach other people. And if you'd like, come by on Twitch, join us live. Me and Mal3 will be here, hopefully chit-chatting. Don't feel obligated, Mal3. I'm not signing you up for anything you don't want. Yeah. I'm rambling. I'm sorry, I need to eat something. Anyways, my name is Orangebird. Call me Obi for short. This has been the Bazaar today. I really enjoyed hanging out with y'all. And thank you again. I'll see you hopefully tomorrow. Bye-bye.